Hi there, Mark Jaben here, Medical Director for the Haywood County Health Department. And let's talk about this pandemic. Time again for our weekly review. And this is being recorded on Friday evening. And please share this with someone that you care about. We'll touch on the numbers from the past week in just a moment. The quick take being that we continue to see daily new cases. It seems to be at a plateau that's not zero. And a new trend is older age amongst many of the positives of the past 2 weeks. But first, I want to address something that I still hear from people. There are those among us who are scared to death about COVID. And I want to put some perspective on this for them. You know, the advice to avoid being a close contact with anyone is showing itself to be a pretty good strategy. If you look at the past 70 cases, roughly since September the 4th, 60 of those 70 had either had an exposure to someone positive or they were people who were not consistently distancing and masking. And this includes 20 people who are part of the cluster at the salon. In a study published in the Annals of Internal Medicine recently, they followed 3,400 close contacts of nearly 400 known positive cases, and only 3.4% of the close contacts became infected. Also, I would note that at Haywood Regional Medical Center, they have yet to have an instance of a patient getting infected while in the hospital. And we have not seen a case tracked or connected to any of the urgent cares or offices. What we can learn from the hair salon cluster, I think, is that it takes a confluence of events to end up in transmission. An infected person and those around them not consistently distancing or wearing masks. So as you can see, the likelihood of getting infected is super low if you avoid being in close contact in each and every interaction. Don't be within 6 feet for more than 15 minutes without a mask. And if you're somewhere where people are not distancing or wearing masks, go somewhere else. You don't have to be scared. Let's just be smart about how we go out and about. Another trend we're seeing in the past couple of weeks is more infections among older ages. 55% of those past 70 cases have been older than 60. And by the way, Silver Bluff has not had a positive residence since September 1st. So don't be scared, be careful. And if you're in a high-risk group, be extra careful. And if you go around someone who's in a high-risk group, be extra careful. So now for the numbers. One of the metrics we've been following are the percent of positive tests. 5% is the important threshold, and North Carolina remains at just above that at 5.2. Haywood County between 3.5% and 4%. In Haywood County, we had 29 new cases this week, and that's in keeping with the prior weeks. The COVID number this week ends at 83, about where it was last week, but that had bounced up from a midweek low this week of 64. The 7-day average of new cases is something else that we continue to follow. Below 6 is good, and the goal being below 1. North Carolina is continuing to trend downward, now at 11.6. Haywood trending up a little bit. We're at 6 as of the end of the week. Jackson, Swain, Macon, Buncombe, and Henderson, you can see there. And Graham coming down now after their nursing home outbreak, getting under control. And they're only averaging about 2 new cases a day this past week. So we're into festival season. There are going to be more community events, in-person school. All have the potential to really turn up the heat. So be concerned about yourself. Care about others so we can all live not so much under the shadow of this virus. Be well and be careful, especially right now.